Bye, Vin. I wish I could say we missed you. Welcome back to Jak 2, everybody, and it's time for us to finally take the fight to the Metalheads. It just makes you wish we could have taken Sig with us, because of that inspiring speech before he got eaten.
I've got suspicious activity in this sector.
Okay, so this is actually going to take us to the construction site where we need to enter the Metalhead nest, supposedly.
Core, what's going on?
I'm sure you know. Deep down in your darkest nightmares. We've met before, remember? Everything's going exactly as planned.
Jak! It's the Metalhead leader!
Never grow old, people. This is what happens.
Now you see. Without the shield wall disrupting my powers inside the city, I am my full potential now. So for the last time, give me the Precursor Stone! If the city must die, then we all die!
Yeah, that worked out for you, Baron Praxis.
I will find that stone if I have to crush this city one brick at a time! You are the supreme weapon, Jak. And I made you. Still, any leader worth his salt always has his backup plan. Remember, the first rule in making a bomb is to always make two.
Wonderful
Now,
last
okay,
words.
I'm going in. Man, what a mess of junk in here. All jumbled coils and switches. Should I unhook the blue wire? Wait a minute. Are Otzel's colorblind? Let me just break a few more things and see if anything pops loose. Boom! Gotcha! Like candy from a baby.
Bye, Baron Praxis. You kind of had an unceremonious end.
Well, that was something.
Yeah, something. So, to the people who didn't expect the old man to be evil, please stand on your head. And Alex starts standing on your head. Yes, Core is revealed to be the Metalhead leader, which is the thing that actually attacked us at the beginning of the game.
I think now's the time to act. The Metalheads are so focused on attacking the city, they may have left their nest.
So, does that make...
Jak, you've got to get out to the wasteland and breach the nest barrier any way you can. Maybe if you get inside and take out the Metalhead leader, the army will collapse. It's a long shot, but it might be our only chance.
Why, thank you, Cloud Strife. Alright, so now we have our next goal. It's time to invade the nest.
So did that make the Baron a good guy or a bad guy?
I'm gonna leave it open, because I don't know how to answer you on that. Because he's a bad guy through 80% of the game, and technically what he was going to do was blow up the world, so I kind of go into the camp of he's still a bad guy. It's just, in the world of bad guys, there is no honor among thieves. Uncharted reference. Okay, so this is the final area. This is where the Metalhead nest is poised. And this is kind of the main reason why you want to have the Dark Jak invincibility. Because since it's near the Metalhead nest, guess what lives there? Could it be Metalheads?
Could be. Could be.
Should we get a second opinion on this, Andrea? Is the Metalhead nest where the Metalheads would live?
She nods.
Yeah, she nods. Sometimes we get Andrea to respond, and sometimes we don't. Because she just kind of looks at it and goes, yeah, that's kind of stupid.
Well, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Gotta love the music so far. It's not like we haven't heard this tune for the 80 bajillionth time. This would have been a really great time to just start implementing epic music. like Naughty Dog can do! I swear, I think they just kind of got rid of the crap and then they made Uncharted and now they're awesome. And I'm starting to believe Alex's argument here that the crap, so to speak, is the ones that went to Big Red Button and made Sonic Boom. So I can truly feel, I can both literally and figuratively feel Alex's pain. Oh, I hate this level, and people don't even know how many ways. So, yeah, this is basically a final gauntlet level, where you have to go through even more Metalhead models you've never seen, which are even more powerful. It is so easy to run out of ammo in this level. But before we start it, we've got to open the way.
There isn't much hope now. With the shield wall destroyed, it's just a matter of time before the Metalheads overwhelm us. You should just go through the rift back to your own time, Jack, and get away from this horrible place.
I see your point. Come on, Jack.
This place is worth fighting for.
We'll hold out as long as we can. Farewell.
Precursor stone, gun, nest.
Light her up, Padre!
Eat this.
That ought to wake him up.
Let's go take care of business.
What? You mean go in there? I'm right behind you.
Gee, I think the Dark Eco's getting to Jack's head. Either that, or he's a main protagonist and likes the thrill. Now it's final level time. So, I'm actually just going to throw this question out here for the two of you. Since we are on the final level, to you, what makes a really good final area? Like a final dungeon in an RPG, or a final castle in Mario kind of thing. What does it have to do to get you interested and give you that epic feel?
Yeah, I'd say for me, it's the culmination of challenge. Not like a sudden amp in difficulty, but like you felt the game has been building its difficulty. Now you're truly getting your test of everything you've learned while playing the game.
I would agree with that. I also think atmosphere is 100% something you have to set.
Yes.
It has to feel like the final area, so music, the sounds that are coming out of the area, the absolute look of the area.
Absolutely.
But yeah, you need to have the culmination of everything that you have learned up to this point. Here's where Jak 2's kind of suffers. It's been difficulty spiking the entire time.
Yeah.
So it's not like this is a culmination of what you've learned. It's, holy crap, we're going to throw a bunch of crap at you and hope you survive.
Yeah, that's the sense I'm getting.
That's a problem deal.
That was also the problem in Sonic 06 with the end of the world stage.
Yes. Is that it wasn't a culmination of everything that you had learned up to that point. It was, we're just going to throw a bunch of crap at you and hope it sticks.
Mm-hmm. But I gotta say, they did the atmosphere right in that stage.
Yep. Andrea, what do you think actually has the makings of a great final boss level?
Well, probably the suspense and not knowing what you're going to expect at the other end of it.
Yeah, which is the atmosphere being painted. You know, if you're walking into a dark temple or something like that, you need to have that atmosphere of suspense and dread. And we actually are at the core of the Metalhead Nest.
Finally, you've decided to join us, and you brought the precursor stone. Good. The boy will now play his final part.
Not this time.
Oh, but this child is such a part of this. Such a part of you. Don't you recognize him? The boy is you, Jak. And this place, this is where you began. In the future.
What a twist!
But how?
You were
my
hidden in the
goodness.
past on the hope that you would gain the skills to face me today. But Onin was wrong. Now that you've been altered with Dark Eco, the stone will never open for you. Your younger self, however, still has the pure gift. He alone can awaken the stone and the precursor entity which sleeps inside.
This stone is a precursor?
The last precursor egg. Ma was clever. He covered his tracks well through time, hiding his last egg from me and building the shield and city to defend it. It has been a long siege, but today I will finally feed on the last precursor life force.
I think you're forgetting one little thing, Metalomaniac. We've got the precursor stone.
Not for long.
That definitely solves that.
Die!
Okay, so
Dun dun dun.
I've always said that if I can exploit a fight, I will do it, and there is a very clear exploit in this fight. So guess what, boys and girls? I'm exploiting. But here's the thing, too. Like, the people, oh, just do this legit. Believe it or not, Naughty Dog does have their own sense of humor, because in the HD version of this, you get an achievement for bugging out the boss. They knew that everybody did it, so they gave you an achievement for it. Which I got in the dry run, so you guys won't see me get the trophy.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Oh, yeah, really. I'll have to show you guys later, but... So yeah, all you have to do is, you're technically supposed to be on the ground right now. You can bug it so you can go back up to here and just shoot him. Literally, he can't hit you. He will constantly try to, but he can't do anything. Now, I was also supposed to stock up on yellow shots, but I didn't.
Oh, well, you're pretty much done
It's
anyway.
not like it matters. And now we have a reason to use the BFG. And there we go! He's dead. Kind of anticlimactic, but hey, it works.
It almost looked like he was trying to get out, but he's like, oh, I missed.
Oh man, a precursor.
It is finished. Our ancient enemy is no more. Take hope, brave one. The terrible darkness inside you is now balanced by a glorious light. We will meet again.
We haven't much time. I've sent the coordinates back to our village. Let's go home, everyone.
But we are home.
Kira, I'm afraid your Rift Rider must be used to send young Jack here to a place where he will grow up, safe from harm. He must become old enough to complete the destiny he has fulfilled today. Wait a minute. It's you. I mean, it's me. I have to take him back and watch over him, don't I? Ah, grub roots. Talk about being in the wrong time at the right place.
Hey kid, you take care. Oh, and trust me on this. Stay away from any Wumpy nest on your 9th birthday, okay?
I sure hope I built this replica right. I don't know if it...
It's perfect, Kira. This is the very machine we found, or will find later.
What? I just built this. After seeing the first one, I mean. It's based on what I remember from before.
Honey, the more you think about it, the more it hurts the head.
I'll take good care of the child. And don't worry. I'll be back in time for the celebration. Farewell.
Thanks, Amos. Without you...
It's funny. The boy won't remember any of this.
No. I do remember the light.
Your transport is ready, milady.
Thank you, Captain Bruder. Come on. We'll be late for the party at Daxter's new place.
I've got so much work to do. Besides, it's not my thing.
Ten Hut! As the new governor of this city, I ordered the commander of the New Crimson Guard to escort me to an official function. Is that understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
You can start rebuilding the city tomorrow. Tonight, we get to celebrate with our new friends. Besides, tough guy, I'm dying to see you dance.
Not likely.
Welcome to the Naughty Otso, the hippest, happiest joint in town. Check out the new decor.
Ooh, what a big trophy.
As if size matters. I bagged that bad boy myself, baby.
Onan says she doesn't know who has a bigger head, him or you.
We must not forget Vin and all the others who sacrificed their lives to defeat this evil and protect the child.
I still can't believe that little boy was me. Better times, huh?
You miss him, huh? You know, the kid grows up to be a handsome hero.
Hey, that's enough for you, lady. I'm cutting you off.
Trust me, she gets real mean when she's like this.
What'd she say?
Something about rubber tubing and certain parts of your mother. You don't want to know.
Ah! A metalhead!
Sid!
Sid! I knew that.
You're okay.
You cherries didn't think some nasty-breathed, giant-sized lizard was gonna keep me from the biggest party in town, did you?
I knew you were too tough for him, big guy.
You saved the city and more, my boy. Metalcore and his menace are history, and somewhere out there, an ancient race has begun again.
I'm just glad to be back home.
Yeah, well, rest up. We've got a lot to do, and so much time to do it in.
Don't say time. The Rift Ring was destroyed, remember?
You know, my mama used to read bedtime stories about Ma when she tucked me in. Give me a nice glass of warm yak cow milk, my little poopsie bear.
Bedtime stories? Warm milk? Poopsie bear? Buddy, you just blew your image.
I've got a feeling we'll meet Mar someday. He may be closer than you think.
You're the designated driver.
Oh, no. I am done with adventure. Besides, you'll tell us before something happens next time, right, Samos? Right, Samos? You never know what the future may hold.
Wait. You know something, don't you, Feather Breath?
Who, me? No, we're just guessing, right, Samos? Hey, tomorrow, only time will tell.
No, you're gonna tell right now!
Why, you little...
Why, you... 35
my beak!
Oh,
That's on my beak!
Watch your
Don't
pecker!
touch it!
Jack, my boy, a future awaits.
And for some reason, we don't get music for this. And I'd actually like to make my argument finally to you that Sig is not, in fact, Samuel L. Jackson, but Chuck effing Norris.
So is there just no music on the credits, or is this a bug?
No, it bugged.
Okay.
So let's actually go into our final thoughts, and let's start with the guy who has just not been impressed this entire time. Alex, what did you think overall of Jack?
I think I made my points clear throughout this game. There's too many problems with this game. I didn't like it very much.
And that's it? That's all we get?
I mean, it does many things right, but it does so much wrong, too.
Yeah, there are a couple of points where it actually kind of returns to roots, and then I think one of the things I think hurts this completely is that they tried to add way too much to it, and therefore it kind of got lost in all the new stuff. Mm-hmm. It couldn't actually define itself.
Yeah.
But I will say overall that in the end, it kind of makes itself better, minus all the time travel, wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff that happens at the end. It's still fairly enjoyable. Andrea, what about you? What did you think of Jack 2?
Well, I guess I have to try and figure out exactly where all this time traveling is. Or, you're trying to figure out how the story ended up playing, but...
Oh, Clancy Brown, Mr. Krabs.
But it was interesting,
Yeah, it's not a horrible concept, but I agree with you. With the addition of the time travel, it bogs itself down. It makes it harder to understand, especially when they do those last minute. Oh yeah, by the way, boys, you. Oh yeah, and by the way, you actually have to go back in time so that you could go do the first game and blah blah blah. It's way more than it actually needed to be.
So he decides to stay in the future.
Yes,
pretty much.
And I will say that the third game takes place in it too. So now that's kind of overall our thoughts. I think it was. Here's the thing. I hated it when I first played it as a kid. As an adult, it's kind of endeared itself to me. It's still okay, but I'm kind of where Alex is whether or not the third game is going to redeem it. I never played it as a kid. I am doing the dry run right now, and I'm at least somewhat satisfied. So that's at least something to look forward to. But let's actually go ahead and cut to the raw meat here. Will we be doing Jack 3? I think we will, but not next. In fact, the next thing we're going to do is dabble once again into the wonderful world of Pokemon. Alex, would you like to reveal it?
We are playing, or rather I'm playing, in Pokemon Crystal Generation 2.
We are going into Pokemon Gen 2. And Andrea will be joining us for the ride because not only is she the Banjo-Kazooie expert, she is our official Pokemon professor because we will have tons of questions for her and we will want them answered.
Too bad I don't have a last name that is a tree of any sort.
No, you don't. But we'll make up for that. You'll be Professor Andrea Oak. You're officially related to Gary effing Oak.
What? You don't like Gary Oak?
No. That's just the meme for him. He's Gary effing Oak. It's the way it goes now. The only thing that's disappointing is that Kazurai was part of this and Jack Tretton. And I'm like, oh, I like those guys.
Who are they?
Kazurai is the designer of the PS3.
Mm-hmm.
He was the lead developer on it.
Oh, really?
And Jack Tretton is now kind of the executive vice president. He's the guy who usually goes up in the Sony E3 conference and presents.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that is Jak 2, everybody. We hope you have enjoyed our wonderful commentary on it, even though, we had to kind of sit here and muscle our way through it. But we will see you guys next time for more Drak and Shadow Let's Plays and for more Pokemon Johto Edition.
Pokemon,
We'll see you next time.